Chapter 6. The Journey of Narada, from Devotion to Divine Attainment. In the peaceful atmosphere of a hermitage, the great sage Vyāsa was filled with curiosity as he listened to the divine sage Narada's story. Unable to contain his eagerness, Vyāsa asked, "Revered Narada, when those who taught you the sacred knowledge left for distant lands, how did you spend your days as a young seeker? And when your time on this earth was nearing its end, how did you prepare to leave this world behind?" Narada smiled gently, his eyes reflecting the depth of his memories, and began to recount his tale. When my mentors, the wise and compassionate recluses, departed on their journey, I was just a boy. My only companion was my mother, a simple maidservant who loved me dearly. She was all I had, and I was her entire world. Yet despite her love, she was powerless against the will of fate. One night, as she went out to milk the cows, a deadly serpent sent by the god of death crossed her path. In a moment my mother was gone, leaving me alone in this vast world. I was just 5 years old, lost and uncertain, but I believed it was the Lord's way of guiding me towards a greater destiny. With no one left to hold me back, I set out on a journey to the north. Along the way, I passed through thriving towns and villages, across rolling fields and dense forests. I saw mountains of every color, lakes as clear as crystal, and heard the songs of birds that seemed to echo the music of the heavens. But not all of my journey was so serene. At one point, I found myself in a terrifying forest, filled with dangers and hidden perils. Exhausted and overwhelmed, I sought refuge at the foot of a great pipala tree. There I bathed in a nearby river, drank its cool waters, and remembered the teachings of my mentors. As I sat in deep meditation, focusing my mind on the Supreme Spirit, something extraordinary happened. The Lord, in all his divine glory, appeared in my heart. His presence filled me with such overwhelming joy that tears streamed down my face, and I felt a love so pure it was beyond words. But just as quickly as he appeared, he was gone. I was left yearning, desperate to see him again. I tried to focus my mind to bring him back, but no matter how hard I tried, he did not return. Then, from the depths of my heart, I heard his voice. It was deep and soothing, filling me with peace. "Narada," he said, "you are not yet ready to see me fully in this life, but your devotion has touched my heart. In time you will join me as my eternal attendant. Until then, keep your mind and heart fixed on me, and the memory of this moment will stay with you forever." With those words, the Lord's presence faded, but his grace remained with me. I wandered the earth singing his praises and waiting for the day when I would leave this mortal body and join him in his eternal abode. When that day finally came, my old body fell away, and I was reborn as an attendant of the Lord, free to travel across the three worlds. With the veena given to me by the Lord himself, I sing his glories, and wherever I go, his presence fills my heart. Remember this, dear listeners, no matter the challenges or hardships, it is through devotion and love for the Lord that we find true peace. The paths of yoga and discipline are important, but it is the love for Krishna that truly calms the heart and leads us to liberation. Sutta concludes, and so, after sharing these words with Vyāsa, the divine sage Narada continued his journey, his heart ever full of joy and his lips ever singing the praises of the Lord. How blessed is Narada, who with every note from his lute brings joy to the world and fills it with the divine melodies of Lord Vishnu's glory.